Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. So we have a massive, huge, extremely huge, and I mean like long announcement about AQ raids. And I will be covering these in at the very least 3 separate videos. One of them right now where we're gonna go over the generic idea of it and I'll explain it briefly. The second video in a couple of days where I will be answering the questions that you have from this video. And the third video shortly before the raids go live on January 15th. So there you go. January 15th is the launch date for the raids. You can mark it in your calendar. And be sure to enlist starting on January 8th. That is when you want to enlist. Map costs. So here's going to be the first thing. Even though Alliance Quest has been made free, we are getting new tickets. It just seems like a facepalm type of thing. I thought that finally Kabam had moved past this. We don't, pay to enter Alliance Quest anymore. We don't pay to enter Alliance War anymore. But nope, they just had to do it. They're similar to AQ tickets. You can purchase them with cash or you can purchase them with resource. You'll notice that you will no longer have the option to purchase it with gold. You can use incursion artifacts, glory, loyalty, or units. Now, if we whip out the calculator, you need 180 tickets. You can play raids once a month. So, you need 180 of these. If you were to purchase them with units, it'd be a lot of money. So it probably would be some mix of these. Plus, you can also earn some raid tickets a week. But it's not enough to cover all the cost. If you play map 8, you can earn 8 raid tickets for map 8. So 30 of them a week. If you can do that, you can basically cover half of the cost from what I can see here. Do monthly raid. If you can have a raid week every 4th week, then you can play 3 weeks of AQ, 3 weeks of AQ. Oh no, wait. 3 weeks of AQ will effectively give you 90 tickets. Right. So, the rest of it, we're gonna have to spend some of this on good old cash. Don't worry. The first hit's always free, so Kabam will send the first set of tickets to everybody for free in mail. Players must pay their own way into the raid map. The cost to enter is not shared across all battle groups. They can be purchased within a variety of the currencies, and also you can earn them. For the first raid event, we will be providing the raid tickets for free. Raid tickets can be accumulated by map 6 and 8 as exploration rewards. Each time you explore map fully, you will gain the following amount of tickets. There we go. They added them as rewards now. Raid tickets can still be acquired during raid events on the maps listed above, but not by playing on the raid map itself. New features, raid events. Raid events are here. This is a new twist added every 4th week to Alliance Quest, where players can choose to opt in and play against the raid bosses, or opt out and play AQ as normal. In order to participate in raids, your alliance must enlist for it in advance for the raid week event starting. You can do this by enlisting using the 3rd week of AQ calendar. Take the full benefit of increased rewards by moving out. And they are also raids will speak to a very specific, very dedicated group of summoners. But to make raid events more meaningful for everyone, whether participating on the raid map or playing regular AQ, will greatly increase the reward yields for ranked and peak milestones. You will be gaining much larger rewards than usual for the maps you play, even if you don't play on the raid map. More details on the rewards will be provided below. So they have increased the rewards for raids. There are specific rewards, but also playing raid will give you more points for the AQ scoring. You will rank higher and you're going to get better rewards. This also obviously forces kind of like, for the high level alliances, it basically makes it mandatory, is what I'm trying to say. Right. For the first raid week event, we will be increasing the max consumable limit to unlimited for all maps, because we're probably going to die a lot. Enlisting for raids, I'm not going to go into detail on this. I'm going to leave a link in the description. You can check it out yourselves. Still enlistment. But the base idea is that raid takes an entire week. You can play raid once a month, so every 4 weeks basically. And in that week, you do not play Alliance Quest. Additionally, the raid map does not reset daily, and you can play the raid the entire week, from Monday to Sunday, as long as you finish the map, basically. Hope that is clear. And how it works. Again, this is getting quite technical. I'm going to try to kind of break it down. You're still going to have 10 people in battlegrounds. Every single player will be assigned one of the 3 roles: Tactician, Vanguard, or Assault. And this is the map layout, basically, where we're going to have the mini bosses, the kind of like section boss, as far as I understand, and then the final boss, where we will be progressively able to do more and more damage as we move along. There are 3 paths to choose from on the quest board, as we can see here. So we have mini boss, final boss, number of bosses, map end, map start. So this is how the map is going to look like. And again, I'm not going to go into the details of exactly benefits of each role and how they're going to interact, but we will be, the important thing is that you will also be boosting your teammates by doing your fights, and it is going to be super important to distribute these charges kind of evenly, so there isn't one player who kind of gets to do all missions and run hardcore and the rest of the players kind of like chill out and do nothing, especially the first bosses, because then it becomes impossible or super hard to play later on when there are harder bosses. But you will effectively have to you complete specific missions to gain roll force, and that's going to boost your attack and will allow you to do some serious amount of damage. There is a problem somewhere along here that we'll see later on. There is immediate concern, immediate worry of mine, that you cannot do more than 10% damage to a boss. Once you have done 10% damage to the raid boss, you will effectively die immediately. They gain like million attack, 3 bars of power, unstoppable, unblockable, all of that. You will die as soon as that happens. So that is a definite point of concern. It seems yet again a cheap die now mechanic, which again I absolutely hate in this game. Here is a very kind of brief map where you pick your role, pick your champion, move to assigned path, pick roll boost, enter a fight, build your bonus and other charges, and effectively move on by completing the missions. Here's an example how it happens. Map updates. They have fixed map 7 scoring. I was actually about to make a video about that. Somebody pointed it out in my comment section. Map 8 final bosses have returned smaller attacks, so that's an AQ sided update. And here we have rewards update. General reward changes. We have compressed rank rewards and peak milestone points by half in AQ, so it's easier to parse, and so it works better with the new system. We also halve the points that you are gaining from defeating the opponent, so basically just the points are going to look smaller, even though they're going to function the same. We are improving honor rewards as well. You will now be able to hit the max milestone based on the 4-day schedule if you max out your honor score. The raid map won't have modifiers and won't contribute to honor score. Raid week map rewards. For Paragon Plus players, you're going to get half a 7-star crystal when you do that. For completion of it, you're going to get 1 million gold. And for exploration, there's going to be 50% tier 6 class catalyst crystal, 1 tier 6 basic, 1 tier 3 alpha. That's specific for that raid week. On top of it, they have increased the rewards for ranked rewards. This is going to be what you can earn basically for your raid weeks, I suppose. They are including tier 4 alpha catalyst fragments here. So those are tier 4 alpha catalyst fragments. And then there are 2-fold tier 6 CCs for the first spot. For top 30, there is 50% tier 6 CC, which, doesn't seem, okay, fine. And, improved amounts of tier 6 basics. I genuinely am a bit out of touch of AQ rewards because I haven't paid them that much attention, so I do not know exactly how much of an improvement this is or is not. But there are obviously peak milestone glory improvements, where now on the raid weeks you can get up to 7,500 glory, and in the regular ones you can hit all the milestones apparently now with 5k glory. There are improvements to honor rewards as well that we can see at the bottom. I don't think I can show you the very top bottom ones, but honor rewards will now have 10% tier 6 CC and a quarter of tier 6 basic and tier 3 alpha, which is better than now because we're still getting tier 5 CC with the honor rewards. So I suppose that's something. Ultimately, that's the change. Again, there's way more information that I haven't given to you. I will leave a link in the video description and in the pinned comment. There are some things that immediately concern me, like, the necessity for cost and the resource, choice, because you're going to have to sacrifice glory, loyalty, or incursions artifacts or something. I think at the moment, the most reasonable sacrifice is probably incursion artifacts or glory itself. I'm not too sure. Glory Store kind of sucks compared to Battleground Store. Incursions, Crystal isn't all that great either, and aside from the 7-star Crystal, you only use Incursion Artifacts to get 4-star Crystals. So I suppose it's going to be one of those two, but still, if you're planning on playing raids every month, like once a month, you will need to get 90 of these tickets, and that's going to be significant cost to it as well. Another concern, obviously, is the items, because it seems to me like it's designed where you basically will have to die a whole bunch of times. And you will have no choice but to revive, regardless of how well you play. So that by design is something that I really don't like. Just the idea of dynamic mechanics is quite disgusting and cash grab to me. So, I'll be honest. As far as new game mode launches, and this is not me being negative, I'm just trying to be truthful. As far as new event launches go, I don't really care for it. I mean, I'm going to do it. There's going to be better rewards. I'm sure we're going to push through it. We're going to eventually figure out whether it's worth it or not. But again, the cost, once we think we finally got rid of AQ cost, there's some sort of cost associated to it. Then there are these dynamic mechanics that seemingly will be like an item pit, more than likely. I know, I hope it's good. I do hope it's good. But, when you compare even incursions or dungeons when they were first launched, I was like hyped for it. Even Balgan's launch was like the most hyped thing ever. Raid's launch, I don't know. Maybe I'll love it. Fully open mind. I'll definitely give it a fair go. But I'll just speak truthfully when I say that Kabam has failed to get me super excited for it. When it comes to rewards, there's, not that much that, I'm overhyped by. When it comes to, again, the structure of the event, the cost associated with it, everything else. The way I look at this right now, it better be easy enough and it better be worth it. We'll see. But I don't want to be a Debbie Downer. If you are excited for it, awesome. Let me know exactly why I should get more hype for it too. And what do you think about the event in general? As I said at the beginning of the video, I will be making a follow-up where I do answer your questions and perhaps try to go in a bit more detail on the structure itself, how the playing is going to look like. I will definitely make a clarification video before raids go live. So, remind me of that. But, well, this is raids. Let me know what you guys think, and I will catch you guys soon. Bye-bye. Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about